Ever heard of Sappho, the OG queen of literature? This trailblazing poetess was dropping verses of pure fire around 26 centuries ago. Sappho, a name that echoes through the millennia, a woman who dared to speak her truth in a time when most women were silenced. A figure shrouded in mystery, she hails from the island of Lesbos, in what we now know as Greece. Born into an aristocratic family in the 7th century BC, Sappho was set apart from her peers from the beginning. Unlike most women of her time, she was well educated and had the opportunity to rub shoulders with the intellectual elite. But Sappho was much more than just a privileged woman of her time. She was a poetess, a teacher, and a lover. Her poetry was renowned for its passion, its depth, and its lyrical beauty. She wrote of love, longing, and desire, themes that were considered taboo for women at the time. But Sappho? She didn't just break the rules, she rewrote them. Sappho's poetry was so influential that Plato, one of the greatest philosophers of all time, called her the 10th muse. She was a pioneer in her use of the personal lyric, a style of poetry that focuses on the feelings and experiences of the individual. Her work was not just revolutionary in its content, but also in its form. She composed her poems to be sung to the accompaniment of a lyre, earning her the title of the first singer-songwriter. The Sapphic stanza, a poetic form named after her, is still used by poets today. Despite her undeniable impact on literature, only a fraction of Sappho's work survives today. Most of her poems were lost to the ravages of time, but what remains is a testament to her talent, her bravery, and her pioneering spirit. Sappho was a woman who dared to express her emotions, her desires, and her experiences in a time when most women were expected to remain silent. She was a beacon of female empowerment in a male-dominated world. In conclusion, Sappho, the OG queen of literature, was a trailblazer in every sense of the word. She used her voice to break barriers, challenge norms, and pave the way for future generations of female writers. She was a woman ahead of her time, a poetess whose words continue to inspire and empower. Her legacy lives on in every verse that dares to speak of love, of longing, and of the human experience.